Hey, everybody, and welcome to our show. This is Midnight Society. It was a weekly game show, and today it's a big 2020 quiz to ring in the new year. And oh, what a lineup we have tonight. Hosting, it's me, Nick, and our panel tonight, all the way from New York City, Chrissy Shackelford, up in the top left corner there. From right here in Austin, Texas, in the top right corner, we got Edward Reed. In the bottom right corner, from all the way from New York City, Michael James Williams.
Thank you.
And in the bottom left corner there, we got regular karate himself, Lance Gilstrap. Lance, why do they call you regular karate?
Why did you call me regular karate?
Why do they
No
call
one
you
really
regular
calls
karate?
me that. Well, I use that name on chats because of a line from the movie Hard Eight.
Mm.
It's real fun. It's a real fun story.
Did any of you guys know that?
I didn't
Anybody
know
that
that.
I've explained that to knows that, and everyone who doesn't know it probably just forgot.
What
Well,
is yeah?
go ahead, Mike. What were you going to ask?
No, what is Real Hard Eight? I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Well, it's not called Real Hard Eight. It's called Hard Eight.
Oh,
It's Paul Thomas Anderson's first movie,
nice.
originally called Sydney, forced to change it to the title Hard Eight.
Did he
Is
have to
it-
change it because Sydney was too iconic of a name from the Scream series?
Yeah, that's probably why. I'm gonna guess that's why.
Sydney Prescott.
Oh, we got the blank from Dick Tracy over here. Right?
What?
The blank from Dick Tracy? Tracy, you gotta.
I've recently been making a lot of Dick Tracy references.
It's a good movie. It's a movie. Okay, gang. Well, let's get into our big trivia contest. We have a big trivia contest all about the year that was 2020. And I'm going to read you guys some. Mike has switched his background to the Hard 8 poster. I'm going to read you guys some categories, and then I'll give for each category you have an option of an easy, medium, or hard question. There were 3, 6, or 9 points, and
Nice.
we'll take it from there. We'll start with Chrissy because she's in the top left corner, and your options are 2020 at the movies, 2020 at the stadium, 2020, name that 20 toonie, Tiger King, and that's it.
Oh, that's so interesting. I'll just do the regular 2020.
Okay. And these are questions about the TV show 2020.
Are you
Uh,
shitting
do-
me?
Do you want an easy, medium, or hard question, Chrissy?
Are you? Can I change my category this time?
Yeah, all right. You can.
Name,
Sucker.
name that 22 knee.
Okay, name that. Easy, medium, or hard?
Medium.
Okay, so I'll play you a 1 second clip from a song released in
1
2020.
second.
1 second clip from the song released in 2020, and you tell me the name of that 20 toonie. All right, let's share that here. And you said medium.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
You have a lot of questions, Nick.
here we go.
Oh,
Ki-
Blinding Lights by the Weeknd.
By who? Yes, correct. Chrissy, you just named that 20 toonie for 6 points. Very good. And regular karate in the chat says, "Wow, I would have never." Well, you don't know that for sure. Regular karate.
I do.
Well,
Wait.
you'll probably do good at 2020 at the movies.
Let's
We all have our different skill sets.
Chrissy, what was your favorite song of 2020?
You know what? That was actually one of my favorite songs of 2020. I loved that song.
Mm.
Same.
Every time it came on
Well, you're probably listening to the radio a lot because you are driving across the country
Yes.
in 2020.
Yeah. Driving across the country, we have the XM satellite radio.
Mm.
So, we get a wide variety of stations. That's how I heard the new Paul McCartney music. Was this morning we were listening to Spectrum, which is Spectrum of rock, like new rock, classic rock, and they were like, here's new music from Paul McCartney.
Good stuff. Ed, Reed,
Yes, sir.
you're on deck. Would you like me to read the categories again?
I think I'm good. I think I would like to do 2020 at the stadium, please.
2020 at the stadium. These are questions about sports events from the year that was 2020. Would you like an easy, medium, or hard question, Ed?
I will take a medium.
Okay. Ed, the 2020 was the year of Super Bowl 61. Which one was it, Mike? Do you know? What Super Bowl was this year?
What was the question? Super Bowl. I can look it up. I don't know. I think it was
51. Don't look it up. Don't look it up.
Okay, I don't look it up.
Anyway,
There were some
Ed.
in it. Might have been 60.
who were the headliners of the 2020 Super Bowl halftime show? This one's a tricky one. What'd you say?
I said crap. I think I know
no.
who it was. Can I get
Most
a
of-
hint?
No.
Put it
You
in
can
the chat,
steal
right?
though,
Put
if
it in the
Ed.
chat. Oh, I would like to steal it if I can steal it. I haven't given my answer yet. Hold on. Can I give you a hint? Yeah, give me a hint. It's looking like I can't, but maybe I can. No, don't do it. No, that was the hint. Lady Antebellum.
No, no way. Mike, would you like to steal for half the points?
Yes. I will say J Lo.
And
Jennifer Lo. Well, that was. Oh, so I need to do the other one. It was J Lo, and then was it Shakira?
correct for 3 points. Sorry, Ed.
I remember that now.
I remember
Ed,
because
it's been-
people were mad about it for some reason.
It's been a crazy year for sports. Agree or disagree?
Agree.
Medium
crazy.
How many points does he get for agreeing?
I'll give him a point for agreeing, for being a generally agreeable person. Ed,
Cool.
what's your sport? Do you follow one in particular? Do you follow them all? The big three?
Mostly. Yeah.
Basketball mostly? Oh, well, stay tuned because there might be a basketball question later in the show.
Good to know.
Maybe. Okay, Lance,
Movies.
you're up. 2020 at the movies? Is that what we're going for? All right. Easy, medium, or hard?
Yeah,
What are we
the only
doing?
one I know about. Let's start with medium.
Okay. 2020 was not just a year where people saw movies, but also a year where people celebrated the movies, especially at the Oscars ceremony. Who won the Oscar in 2020? Who won the Oscar for
All of them?
who won the Oscar for Best Actor, and what role did he win for?
Oh my God, I'm not gonna remember this.
Really?
No, I don't register. You know how long it feels since those Oscars happened? It feels like so long ago.
I think that Super Bowl, that was a decade ago.
Yeah. Man. Okay. Let's think. What was coming out then? Oscars. Shit.
Well, Uncut Gems had been snubbed.
Yeah, we know that it was snubbed. No, I don't think there was any noms for Uncut Gems. And that sucked.
But I thought that the Oscars. Didn't the Oscars happen after the COVID hit,
Nope.
or did it happen before?
Nope.
Before?
Nope, it's before.
February.
I had lots of people over to watch them, and that's how I know that it was. Yeah, Ed came to watch them. I don't know. Maybe Ed remembers. I'll say it was probably someone just like someone terrible. Was it? Oh, now I'm not even remembering. Was it? Was it someone from Green Book? I don't know.
Oh.
No, I think that was 2 years ago.
That was two
Is-
years
2
ago.
years ago. That's why I'm like completely blanking on like who was even up. I don't even remember what won Best Picture.
Would anybody like to steal?
Can I steal with what won Best Picture?
I think I know. I would like to say it, Nick.
Okay, Mike.
I think it was a foreign film. It was
No, for actor.
That's Best Picture.
no, but Best Picture was also a foreign
Parasite was what won.
film. Yeah.
Parasite's what won
That's what
for
I was
Best
gonna say.
Picture. But that's not the question. The question is who won for Best Actor.
Who was the best actor?
Who was the best actor?
All right, I'm gonna call it, guys, for
Tell
the
us
role
who's
of.
nominated. No, just tell us the answer.
Yeah, I'd have to
Raise
look
our
it up.
hand if we think we know it.
I'll give you the name of the role, and if you guys can tell me the first person to tell me the name of the actor will get 3 points. Okay. Arthur Fleck.
Oh, the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix. That's right.
Chrissy gets 3 points.
What a shit show.
That feels like that movie was so long ago.
Chrissy didn't watch the
Joker.
movie,
I didn't even see the movie. Yeah.
so she should
Hey,
give 1
good
point to
call.
me. I thought it was good.
It sucks.
Fight
It's a
about
bad
it.
movie.
Wait, is
Mike-
that everyone against? Okay, sorry.
Mike, it looks funny the way underneath your headphone top there's a. Yeah, no, put them back the way they are. I liked it. Because there's no background in between your head and the headphones.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's fun. Mike, would you like a question from 2020 at the movies, 2020 at the stadium, 2020? Name that 20 toonie or Tiger King.
Let's do 2020 Stadium.
2020 at the stadium, easy, medium, or hard? What are we thinking here?
I guess I'll do a hard.
Okay. 2020 may have been a tough year for regular people, but the rich got richer. Which tennis player topped the 2020 Forbes magazine list of highest paid athletes? I believe the first tennis player to ever top the list.
Was it Roger Federer?
Correct. Roger Federer has landed on the annual Forbes list of the highest paid athletes for the first time this year with $106.3 million in pre-tax earnings. The Swiss ace is the first tennis player to take the number one rank since the list debuted in 1990. 9 points for Mike. Mike, are you a tennis boy?
No, but I like the sound of the ball bouncing on the floor.
What was the last sporting event you went to, Mike?
It's probably with you, Nick.
What was it?
You should remember. I don't know.
A basketball game or?
Yeah, it was probably a basketball game.
I didn't see any Nets games this year.
Yeah, neither did I. I haven't been to a sporting game in. You know what? It was my niece's graduate, like her last, like cheerleading game for high school football. Like her last, like she was in dance.
That's what you would count as the last sporting event?
I think that was the last sporting event that we went to, because 3 months later everything shut down.
Do you think you'll
Like a major league baseball game.
Well,
MLB?
yeah. I mean, I'm wearing a shirt, so I guess that's on.
What do you think it'll take you to? Hey, the Drude's on the chat. Hey, Drude, how's it going? Mike, when do you think you'll go to a sporting event? Like, what's it gonna take for you to be able to?
I think I'll
To,
go this year. I think outdoor seating, probably baseball, and I think if they're like 20% capacity, or if it's like, hey, if you have been vaccinated, then you have to carry a card or something. I don't know. I'll probably go this year though. Just feeling safe. I bet.
And hey, the Drude subscribed at tier 1. They've subscribed for 9 months and they're on a 9-month streak. Wow. Thanks for the support, the Drude. I think that's Drew, right? It must be. Chrissy, back to you. What are we thinking?
Yes.
2020?
I'll do name that 2020 again.
And would you like?
Hard
E-
this time.
Okay. I don't think this one's that hard, to be honest.
Okay. Well, if I
Oh,
get
wait.
it wrong, you
Didn't need to do
set
it.
me up for a big egg on my face.
All right, let's share the screen and play that tune.
I need you to play that again.
You know this.
I do. Play it again. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea.
You
If
know
someone
the group at least.
is it Hain? I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's
No.
Hain. I don't know who you'd be saying that I know.
Mike, would you like to
That's the
steal?
only band I know, and I know it's not Heinz.
I don't know the song, but I know the band.
What's your
Oh, is
guess?
it like Future Islands or something? I know y'all are all obsessed
No,
with them.
it's the Dixie Chicks.
Oh, the Chicks? Okay. Nice. Okay.
I didn't play. I didn't play the Weekend song. I should play a little bit of that.
This show has a lot of cool tunes.
I should have known that. I love the Chicks, as they're now called. But I don't know. That was a hard little 1 second for me to get.
Did
So
they
sorry,
team up with
Chrissy.
another group of people, and they're called the Dicks.
No, they renamed because they thought Dixie, as it glorified the South, was not much appropriate anymore.
Yeah, it was inappropriate 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, sorry, I shouldn't have said any more. That's
I was
It sounds like everyone's volume is low except for Nick. I'm going to try turning everybody up. Let's see if you guys. Drew, let me know if you can hear them any better now.
Yeah, turn us up, Nick.
If not, I apologize. I can't hear them very well either, so that might be my fault. I'm sure it's my fault. But
well, yeah. If you're
Wait, do we
sharing
need
your
to turn our
sound,
own up?
I guess if you guys can turn your volume up, you might as well. But I don't know if that's going to help, to be honest. Hey, maybe I'll pop up in the Zoom preferences, see if that does anything. Guess I can turn that up. Well,
how do I sound now?
I think everybody sounds the same, to be honest. But
How about me?
Drew says he can hear everyone. So
Nice.
that might be the best we can do for now. Every time I use this program, I feel like something is different, but I didn't change anything, and I don't know why that is. But we'll keep on rolling. Ed, what are you thinking? I'll read you the categories again. 2020 at the movies, 2020 at the stadium, 2020. Name that 2020 and Tiger King.
2020 at the movies, please.
Would you like an easy, a medium, or no medium, an easy or a hard question?
I'm gonna take that softball. Give me that easy question, which I will probably now get wrong.
Okay. 2020 was an odd movie for the box office in the country because people weren't going to see a lot of movies, especially towards the end of the year. But what is the highest grossing movie of 2020 domestically?
That's gotta be Tenet.
Ooh,
Can I steal?
so sorry. Chrissy, would you like to steal?
It's Bad Boys 2, baby.
No, that came out 20 years ago.
Yeah, Bad Boys 2 came out a long time
Sorry,
ago.
Bad Boys
Chrissy.
for life. Whatever the new Bad Boys is. Fuck. You guys know what
I'll
I meant.
give it to you for 1.5 points.
No, give me the full 3.
No, if you steal, it's not full points. Sorry, that's the
Okay,
rules.
I'm sorry.
It's been established.
That movie came in this year?
Yep.
Yeah, right before it came out before COVID.
I just saw an article today saying that it was the highest grossing movie this year. So that's
I'm
how I
getting
knew
That was
to
the
Ed.
easy question.
I'm getting a 0 on this quiz. Now it's my goal to get a 0 on this quiz. I want to lose. Don't pick me, guests in the chat.
And Drew, I'm sorry that the sound is bad. You said you cranked up your volume, so I'll try to keep my mic a little further away so that I'm not as loud. I'm not so much louder than everyone else. But we do have a bonus question on this one.
Ooh, bonus.
So this is worth 2 points for whoever answers the quickest. What was, or actually, no, it's not the quickest. This one is going to be a Price is Right style game. What was the domestic box office of Bad Boys for Life? Closest without going over. Chrissy, what are you thinking?
I don't know. I have no idea. I'll say 30 million, but I know I have no frame of reference for how these things work. So I know it's going to sound stupid to others who do know these things, but 30
Wait,
million.
is this for the year or for the weekend?
For the year, for total domestic gross for Bad Boys for Life.
Oh, for the year? Okay. I don't know. 1 billion.
Okay, 1 billion
Go
from
to
Chrissy.
somebody else.
Without going
Go
over
to
with,
somebody else.
without going
Somebody else.
over.
No, I'll stay at 30 million.
Okay, Ed, what do you think?
200 million.
Okay, Lance
I'll go 325 million.
and Michael.
Since it's a pandemic, good would be like what, 500 million to a billion. Yeah, so I think like 200 million.
That's what Ed said. So you have to go higher or lower than Ed.
I'll say 250 then.
250. Okay, so sorry, Mike. You were almost correct, but it's 206,305,244,
Wow.
which means that Ed was the closest without going over for 2 points.
Good job,
So
Ed.
Oh, crap.
Yes,
Now I got
good job,
points.
Ed.
Don't want to go lose.
yeah, well, you're still losing,
Great.
but
That's not
you're not in last place actually. Wait, speaking of last place, Lance, you're on deck. Would you like 2020 at the movies? We have one hard question left. 2020 at the stadium, we have an easy question. 2020, we have all 3 questions available. Name that 2020. We have an easy question and an extra hard question for 12 points, which I didn't bring up earlier. And we have Tiger King, all 3 questions available.
Oh, Tiger King. Ooh.
Well, I know nothing about sports and modern music, or 2020. So I'm gonna just go ahead and fail at that hard movie question.
Okay, I think you'll know this one actually. Tenet was released at the height of the pandemic to disappointing box office numbers. But what iconic actor had a child who was the star of the film?
You're talking about Denzel Washington.
Yes, Denzel Washington. Lance is on the board with a big 9 points.
And that was the
Lance-
hard question.
I guess the hard part about it was how insanely it was phrased.
I didn't-
Pretty good.
I didn't know that until today that he
Oh,
was
really?
Denzel's son.
Yeah.
What are you drinking?
Rosé, some rosé, Boda box rosé.
That's fine.
Okay, Mike, you're on deck. Oh, and the Druid says, "Oh wow, that dude is Denzel's son. Good for him." Yep, I did not know that either.
Good for him being Denzel's son.
Good
Good for him for a lot of stuff.
Mike, what are you thinking? What does a guy like you want to do as far as?
You know what? I think that the sports is kind of what I would do the best at the stadium, but I'll do something different. I'll do the Tiger King. I'll do a medium Tiger King.
Medium Tiger King, okay.
Yeah.
It's Tiger King introduced. This is for 6 points. Tiger King introduced us to many fascinating characters. Carol Baskin, Joe Exotic, and of course, Doc Antle. But this wasn't our first glimpse at Doc Antle, at least not for eagle-eyed viewers, because as you may know, Doc Antle appeared as a big cat wrangler in a 2001 MTV VMA performance. But who was the person performing in that performance? Is the question.
So there was a cat on stage at the
Yes.
VMAs.
Yes.
Did you say a year? Did you say a year of this?
2001.
2001.
Yes.
I have no clue. I'm gonna say some like Outcast, but I have no idea.
Ooh.
Can I steal?
It sounds like Chrissy wants to steal. Chrissy, go ahead.
Well, let's see if Chrissy wants to guess it. Yeah, I guess she can.
Well, you're out of it, Mike. You
Yeah.
have no say at this point.
Was it Britney Spears?
Yes, it was. And for I guess this goes to you, Chrissy. For a bonus point, can you name the song?
Oh. I'm gonna guess I'm a slave for you,
Correct.
but I don't think that's right.
That's
is
right.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, I'm a slave for you is famously the snake.
Mm-hmm.
So I
And there was
like,
a tiger out
maybe
there
it's a
too.
different song, but I guess there was a tiger with that snake.
Chrissy, that brings you into the lead at 14.5 points to Michael's 14.25 points. So it's a very close race. Still anybody's game. And it's your turn again, Chrissy. So, would you like 2020 at the movies is gone. 2020 at the stadium, we saw the question. 2020, we have an easy, medium, or hard. Name that 2020, we have an easy and an extra hard. And Tiger King, we have an easy and a hard. What are you thinking?
I will do name that 2020 again, and I'll go for the extra hard.
Okay.
Turn up
Yeah.
the volume.
Let's share the screen here. All right. And I should say, I don't know if these are harder or easier, really. These are just because it's all based on what I know about these songs, and I don't know a whole lot about them. So let's see here. Did I miss one? Well, let's give it a shot. I think this is the right clip. Let's go.
We play it again. I've heard this song. I've heard the song, but I can't tell you what it is.
Can anyone
I
steal?
don't know who this is.
Somebody steal it.
Can't tell. I don't know. I'll let someone else go first if they have it.
Someone
Mike?
excited to get a pepper mill, I think.
It
It sounds
sounds
like-
a little bit like Harry Styles' Watermelon Sugar, but
No.
it doesn't have that much beat to it, but the
No,
melody sounds a little bit like it.
It sounds more like Bruno Mars or like
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's not Bruno Mars.
but I don't think Bruno Mars put out music this year.
Ed, do you have a guess?
We play it again, Nick.
Calvin
Yeah.
Harris.
It's not Calvin Harris.
That's good though.
Oh, cook a meal.
No, he's saying
Oh, cup of milk.
Cup of Milk, Let's Rock. That's kind of a hint. Cup of Milk, Let's Rock.
It sounds a little bit like a Jonas,
The Cheerios man.
but I don't know any songs from Jonas, any of the Jonas boys put out this year.
Well, you guys don't know it. I'll play the song, and I guess let's see if any of you know it then.
Sounds more like Bruno Mars though.
Well, I guess I'll just
know
tell
what it
you.
is.
What is it? Who is it?
Dynamite by BTS.
Oh,
So no points. Sorry, everybody. Ed, you're on deck.
It's okay.
What do you
There's still
think?
one more sports
One more sports, yeah. Easy.
Give me
You want
sports
to take
one.
it? Um, despite the pandemic, uh, so I'm trying to like write ramp ups to these questions, but I didn't write them at the time, so I'm trying to come up with them on the spot here.
Don't
That's
need a
why
ramp up.
I'm
We know it's a
stalling here.
question, just go
Okay,
ahead.
I'll just answer the question. Who won the 2020 World Series?
Ooh, that is a good one.
Los Angeles Dodgers, right?
Correct, Ed. I didn't know that until today.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew that at
It
some
was
point, I guess,
Dodgers.
but
I also didn't know that till today.
So this trivia seems to be more just things Nick learned today about the year.
I figure if I didn't know that until today, then it must be kind of hard, right?
That
It
was
turns out-
huge that the Dodgers won the
A
World
large
Series.
event.
Well, it's an easy question.
I think
It's only worth 3 points.
Who played the Super Bowl halftime show a whole year ago is harder than
Well, it was harder. It was that was a
like months ago.
that was a medium question.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
Okay, Lance, we've blown through all the movies questions, so you got to choose another category. What do you think? We got Tiger King
I guess. Yeah,
2020.
Tiger King. What's left in Tiger King?
Easy and hard.
Easy and hard.
Yes.
Let's. Okay, I'll do easy.
Okay. Aside from being the proprietor of a petting zoo, Joe Exotic was also an aspiring politician. For what office did Joe Exotic run in 2018?
Oh, in 2018, didn't he run for president?
Yes, but that was 2016, Lance.
Would not be in 2018.
Damn. Oh, 2018. Sorry, Nick cut out for a second. All right, 2018 wouldn't make sense for president. That's right.
I'll give you another shot
Well-
since I cut out.
My other guess would be the governor.
Of
It
what?
was gonna be mayor, right? Oh, governor of Oklahoma.
Yes, correct. For 3 points.
You could be your mayor, Lance.
Yeah, he could be your
well, he
mayor
was
when he
governor.
ran for
Yeah.
governor of Oklahoma.
Yeah, but he also didn't he? He also ran for mayor after that, right? Like he just kept changing,
Maybe.
like making each thing he ran for smaller, a smaller.
Okay. Mike, you got one more name that 2020. You got 2020. And you got one more Tiger King hard question. What are you thinking?
Yeah,
What's
I guess
your-
I'll do the 20 Toonie.
Ooh, okay. Okay, and this is the easy one. So you
probably
better
it
get
wrong
this
then.
one, Mike. Oh, and also
Second though.
I'm not sure if I put this one here correctly. Let's see, did I? Yes, okay, here we go.
Mm. Yes, I know it. That's WAP by featuring Megan Stallion and Cardi B.
Let's see.
Yeah, you dealing with some wet and gushy. Bring a bucket.
Yep,
in my
correct,
bucket,
Mike.
wet and gushy. Give me everything you got for this wet.
You know, I made a little mashup with Kermit the Frog
It's good.
in his
Good.
video.
The censored version of that, I feel like, is way more like
Dirty.
dirty.
Yeah.
Wet and
Uncomfortable.
gushy.
Wet and
Yeah.
gushy. I also
Mike,
like
you
how Nick found the censored version.
It was on YouTube for some reason. That was the one on YouTube. Mike, that brings you up to a commanding lead with 17.25 points. And we still have how many questions left? We have all three 2020 questions and one Tiger King question. So just enough for everybody to get another question in. So, Chrissy, you get your first choice of questions, either Tiger King for hard or easy, medium, or hard on 2020.
I will take a hard Tiger King question, Nick.
Everybody's avoiding the 2020 questions. All right.
I don't think any of us have watched the show 2020 ever. For me, ever. Maybe like a special interview if it was really important, but never a full episode. No.
I'm excited about the questions, Nick. I was just saving them for the end.
Yeah, they look great.
Okay, Chrissy, for 9 points, Carol Baskin appeared on Dancing with the Stars, but only danced to one song. What song was it?
I know this.
Well, I believe she actually danced to more than one song. But one of the songs she danced to was "Eye of the Tiger."
Well, yes, that's the answer I was looking for.
She was not eliminated the first round.
Are you sure?
I'm positive she was
Yeah,
like
'cause
a
she-
second round elimination because she also did a Lion King dance on
Yeah.
Disney night.
Oh,
Her first dance
I
was
don't-
"Eye of the Tiger." I watched this whole season, Nick.
I'm just going by what I read on Wikipedia. But you are correct, and you've taken the lead.
Oh no.
23 and a half points.
Uh,
Ed, easy, medium, or hard in 2020?
Hard.
Okay, that's a good choice because you only have 6 points, and you need all the points you can get. Ed,
I'm not gonna lose, then I'm gonna win.
come on, you can do it.
That's my
for 9
motto.
points, who co-anchored 2020 with Hugh Downs from 1984 through 1999 after anchoring NBC's Today Show with him from 1964 to 1971?
Billy Baldwin.
Billy Baldwin.
Can I guess? Can I try to
Uh,
steal?
Okay, Lance, you can steal.
I'm not sure if this is right. This is a guess. Morley Safer?
No, incorrect.
Can
Chrissy?
I try to steal?
Yes.
This is also a guess. Bryant Gumbel?
No. Mike?
Morley Safer was
I
60
don't know.
minutes.
Can I also still Dan Rather?
No. Wait, what's the first name you think of when you think of 2020?
Barbara Walters.
Barbara
It's
Walters.
Barbara Walters, of course.
You said he.
No, I didn't. I said who co-anchored 2020 with Hugh Downs from 1984 through 1999 after anchoring NBC's Today Show from 1964 to 1971.
You said after he anchored.
I don't think
Today
so.
Show. So that threw me off. So I should get all the
So you should get the points.
Yeah, I should get points too because I got confused with 60 minutes, Nick.
Yeah. Oh,
Drew got it right in the chat there. Drew guessed Barbara Walters. So
Well, I thought it was Barbara Walters, but you said he. So I was like, guess a man.
I was saying Barbara Walters, but it just sounded like Billy Baldwin.
Fucking give
That's
Drew
bullshit.
points then.
Barbara Wa- you're like Mumbles and Dick Tracy. Barbara Walters. Barbara Walters.
Mumbles.
Then they slow it down. Big boy did it. Lance, would you like an easy or a hard question in 2020?
Oh, I thought that was the hard question.
Right, I'm sorry, easy or medium?
I'll do medium.
Okay, for 6 points. 2020 has been a cornerstone of network television for decades. But how many decades? Lance, your question is, in which decade did 2020 begin?
Man. Well, it's one of two. I'm gonna say the 70s.
Correct for 6 points. And for a bonus point, can you name that year?
Yeah, let's guess 1974.
1987.
No. Would anybody else like to guess the year for a bonus point?
73.
No. Chrissy?
75.
79.
No, it was 1978. You guys all got it wrong. Okay. And we have one more question left, right? Yes. And that's for Michael.
Mm.
Michael, it's an easy
Hello.
question. Uh,
Yeah.
2020 has been on the air since 1978, and it was anchored by Hugh Downs and Barbara Walters for much of the 80s and 90s. But what television network did 2020 air on, and which network does it continue to air on to this day?
I want to go with CBS, but let me walk it through my head real quick. Because it's like you're watching ABC, you're watching it's not NBC, so I think it's CBS. I think 2020 is still on CBS. 2020 ABC. Wait, or is it ABC 2020? You're on 2020. Hey, turn to 2020. Look, check out 2020 tonight on ABC.
Check out
I guess
2020
it's
tonight.
ABC.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I guess that's my final. That's my final answer.
That's correct. For 3 points. Wow, what a game so far. We have in the lead Chrissy with 23.5 points. Second place, Mike with 20.25 points. Third place, Lance with 18, and Ed with 6 in fourth place. Uh, but we do have one last question. And this question is the kind of question where you can bet points. You know, one of those ones.
I like
Yeah.
it.
So I will let you bet. I want to. Well, I guess you can bet all the points you have plus 5. How does that sound?
That sounds great.
That gives Ed a fighting chance at pulling this off. Um,
Ooh.
Thank you, Nick.
your your category is The Last Dance, and please write down your wagers. You can write them down
The
on a
last
phone.
dance, you said?
The Last Dance is the category, and this is maybe a tough question. While you guys are writing down your wagers, I'll read you a line from a review of Doolittle that I was considering making part of the quiz. Whether it's Downey's mannerisms or the dull quipping provided by his menagerie of digital co-stars, Doolittle is a joyless slog trying to pretend it's a hip, magical adventure. So, if I hadn't said Doolittle in there, would you guys have been able to guess what the movie was?
No.
That's the
Really
question.
hard to say now that we know what the movie was.
Downey Jr. and CG animals. I think I would have got it.
Okay, is everybody ready for their
Yeah.
last dance question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we
The
writing
last-
the answer down as well?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, that only makes sense.
You don't have to. We'll go with Chrissy first so that she doesn't have to write it down again. I mean, I'll trust that you guys aren't going to change
Do
your
we
answer.
each get a different question?
No. It's all the same question.
Jeopardy style.
But I was just saying I would ask you for your answer first so that you can't be influenced by other people's answers. It doesn't.
So other people are going to be influenced by my answer.
We
Yes.
should just all write it down. You should ask us the question. We should just all write it down.
Yeah, we
Let's
all
write it
we should
down.
Answer at the same time.
All you have to write down is a single number because the question is The Last Dance swept up the nation this summer with its depiction of Michael Jordan's final season with the Chicago Bulls. But rewind, let's discuss his first season with the Chicago Bulls, and specifically draft night. With which pick did the Chicago Bulls draft Michael Jordan in 1984?
I don't understand what you're asking for.
Do a number.
What number?
Yeah,
pick
which-
was Michael Jordan?
Was he?
Oh.
What
How many
number
people
was
are
he
on the
drafted?
basketball team?
Huh? It's a basketball question. Yes.
I said,
He
how many
wants to
people
know
are
how
on the
many people
basketball
are on a
team?
basketball team.
That's irrelevant.
That's not pertinent.
Um, it was I feel like it was a critical part of the first few episodes of The Last Dance. Um, was this draft order?
And I didn't see this.
You didn't see The Last Dance, Mike?
Mm.
Oh, it's very good. Ed, you must have seen it. You're a basketball boy.
I watched it. I watched every episode the night it came out.
There we go.
Good stuff.
Okay,
Oh, I get
Chrissy,
it.
what number did you say?
I said 13th pick. Can't see my phone. I don't know if that is that right.
Ooh, I'm
Right.
sorry, Chrissy. That's not
A
correct.
wild guess. And I wagered 0 because I didn't
Okay.
watch the movie, so I knew that I wouldn't, or the series, so I knew I wouldn't win.
Very smart. Ed. All right, no, let's go to Michael. Well, actually, I guess we should have started with Ed. Ed, what did you say? Number 3. That's correct. And what did you wager? All the points I have plus 5. That's 11 points, which brings you to 17 points. Still not quite enough to top Chrissy's 23.5 points. But next we move on
Shouldn't
to
he have
Lance.
27 points now?
No, he wagered 11.
But he was on 11 and he got it right.
No, he
No, I
he
had
had 6.
6.
He had 6 and he wagered 11.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Lance, what did you wager?
No, what's
What-
his
what-
answer?
My answer is also wrong. I said 10th because I have no idea I don't understand it. But I wagered 5 points.
Okay, that brings you down to 13. Is that going to be enough to win the game? We already know it's not.
Yeah. Unless, yeah,
Okay, Mike, how about you? What did you say?
I wagered all my points plus 5, and I said the first round, second pick.
Oh, that
Yeah,
brings you down to
I said second pick.
minus 5 points, which means you came in last place, unfortunately. But our first place contestant was Chrissy with 23.5 points, followed by Ed with 17, Lance with 13, and then Mike with minus 5. Well, guys, I feel like we learned a lot about the year that was 2020 over the last 50 minutes or so.
Sure.
We had a lot of fun. Our volumes were either too high in my case or too low in your case, but we still pulled through, and hopefully Drew had some fun. By the way, Drew answered probably first because he was really good in college, which you'd think so, but in fact, drafted first and second were Hakeem Olajuwon, who, I mean, you can't argue with that choice,
Yeah.
and
Sam
Sam Bowie, who had a
Going.
disappointing career. I think Sam Bowie
You guys
died
remember
very.
Bowie?
Yep, Dram Bowie,
Yeah, Sam Bowie.
who I believe died of a cocaine overdose or something, or maybe I'm thinking of somebody else.
That was Len Bias.
That was Lynn Bias. What happened to Sam Bowie?
Or just a bad career. I think he might have gotten injured like pretty early and just kind of never did much of anything.
But speaking of not
Cool name.
doing much of anything, somebody who did do much of something was our big winner tonight, Chrissy Shackelford. And with that, we'll say
Hell yeah.
goodbye. Thank you guys for watching. If anybody was watching, I think Drew. Well, I know that Drew and Reb were watching.
88.
Actually, a bunch of people showed up in the users and chat section. I guess we should have talked to them, but we didn't do that. That's my fault. But thank you guys for watching. Sorry the sound wasn't so great, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Bye everybody.